Fuck you. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. I'm Chris Chichester, along with my tag team partner, Johnny Kadillack. Today, Born to Wrestle presents to you the Roast of Rob Carr.
Now we have a beautiful panel of judges this evening. We have Mr. Anger Management himself, Rob Sweet. We got Big Poppa Chill. Chill, how the hell did you lose weight and get uglier? We also have the man, we got the man who puts rusty old hack into ROH, Mr. H.C. Loke. Now when Loke said it was his girl's birthday today, I said, no kidding, how old is TJ? Now we also have the man of the hour, Rob Cook. Rob, you really are a piece of shit. But to forget all that for a moment, we're going to play the video, which we already played. And now I'm going to go a little bit about Mr. Rob Cook. Mr. Rob Cook was born January 12th, 1975, 9 months premature. The son of a taxi driver, Rob was always the underdog. Husband, father, pro wrestler, alcoholic. Rob Cook has made an entire career out of dick jokes and getting beat up. He married Stephanie on July 11th, 1998, and they were happily married for 5 years. Yeah, they're still married, but you know, alcoholism. The last thing I'm going to say nice about anyone tonight is this. Rob Cook is a son of a bitch. He's had one of the most bizarre and noteworthy careers in wrestling. He has faced the very best and most famous wrestlers on the planet, and he's also faced Poppa Chill. Rob, you have always done whatever the fuck you wanted to do, and I respect that most about you. So here it is, the mediocre rise of Rob Cook. Stephanie bitching, what? No, you said that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
All right, awesome. Yeah.
I'll come and show pictures of me throwing down Rob's cans.
Is that in every single one of your videos?
I'll probably.
Imagine Rob's best footage was in 2CW, but we weren't paying for that shit, so. I have the honor of breaking the ice. So this is going to be tough.
I thought I was coming to a funeral.
Yeah, I know,
But
bro.
that ain't my luck anyway.
Keep drinking, buddy. You're getting there.
I don't even know where I should start. Let me see. What is there for me to say about one Mr. Robert Sweet? Nothing. Let's move the fuck on. Okay. Big Poppa Chill, Chilly Willy. Yeah, this fucker wrestled Jimmy Snuka 13 times and doesn't even have a goddamn picture to prove it. And the weeks he's like working in the kitchen telling the other dudes like, I wrestled the Jimmy Snuka. And they're like, shut the fuck up. You didn't wrestle Jimmy Snuka, dude. No one believes him. He can't prove he's a wrestler. He's like, they're like, well, let me see your Facebook page. And he pulled out his grandma's scrapbook. I tried to tell Chill that being a Boston Bruins fan isn't actually a gimmick. He told me to go fuck myself because he put that jersey on in '87 and he's been banging ring rats ever since. Big Pippin! Big Poppa Chill might not remember this, as I'm sure he suppresses all of his no memories. But we grew up next to each other on Brand Street, the same street that Rob lives on now, where the sky is always sunny and the stray cats sprinkle the garbage bags around the neighborhood plentifully. When I was a little kid playing in the yard with action figures, Big Poppa Chill would be next door making fun of me. I'd be like, doing my thing, pow, pow. And he'd be like, boof, bam, you fucking poser. I'm a real deal, bitch. I'm a pro wrestler. With his job of the hot laugh, what a fucking asshole. He hurt my feelings that day. And it gets worse. This is hard for me to say, but after all these years, I'm just going to come out and say it. Big Poppa Chill touched my wee-wee behind the shed.
Whoa! That's not a shocker.
How many Me Too's are coming out now?
I hope you gave the candy first.
Whoa, oh my God.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Jerk. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's it?
I'm not sure to say about Rob Sweet still. I'm not sure why he came. I don't know. I don't like him. I'm pretty sure he wasn't fucking invited. H.C. Lump's in the house. Yay. Lucas had a long, adventurous wrestling career, and he does a lot of coaching nowadays. He lives his life vicariously through his young pupil, TJ Epics. TJ says he doesn't want to be vicarious. Lucas made it pretty clear that it is not his choice. It doesn't matter though, with TJ out here, he's just hoeing it up. You're flipping pile drivers, the second Loke isn't looking. Honestly though, Loke, you've gone soft. You used to be hardcore. And I'm talking drugs, baby. And nowadays you're out here giving young wrestlers good advice. Newsflash! Psychology is out, kid. Backflips on your head are in. Locker room etiquette is passe. Fluorescent light tubes in a wrestling match, hashtag trendy. Practice and repetition, it's overrated. Cool costumes and gimmicks, cowabunga,
A mouse.
totally do. That's a poem I wrote, I'm pretty sure it's a haiku. I gotta back up a little bit because when Rob Sweet showed up, I wasn't really sure if I should ask him for $10 for a ticket, if he was just gonna whoop my ass in the parking lot. And somehow he strong-armed his way all the way into being a roaster. I don't know how the fuck he did that.
I had to be here somehow.
Right. Well, look at this dude. He looks like he takes steroids while eating a bag of Tootsie Rolls. Oh boy. There's that one time I watched him before a show throw a chair at the Chris Worthless's face.
I don't think Chris Worthless.
Now? Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Probably not the most professional thing to do, but, I ain't mad about it. And then there was that other time you and the referee from Impact got into a dick swinging competition. So of course Rob Cook showed up to add his little pecker to the mix. Everyone got out their cell phones and started filming each other like they were going to expose one another. You were all exposed that day for the little dick prick ego fucks you all really are. Lay off the juice. Their balls are shriveling up.
Good advice.
Oh my god. Speaking of shriveled up balls, I of course have to talk about my bitch ass tag partner Johnny Cadillack. We balance each other out in a lot of ways. He organizes our horseshit carny events like this one, while I make dope ass computer graphics to try to legitimize our scams. Look at him with his dumb ass face. He knew I was gonna tell this joke, so he wore a different jacket, but he still wears that dumb ass jacket, that old car salesman sugar skull suit jacket, Terry Cadillack, hand-me-down purple jizz rag. Yeah.
Some of this.
It ain't badass, it's old. Get rid of that shit. Little does Johnny know that before his father Terry Cadillack gave him that jacket, PJ Hansen used it to wipe the sweat from his ass crack.
No, it's not badass.
Because Terry just finished it.
It's rough.
Yeah, man. But our relationship works, though. He's constantly talking me off an edge every event, you know. We'll ask our opponents what they like to do. And they're like, see here, brother, I does the death driver off the tops. I'm over here like, top rope death driver, he said. And so Cadillac has to briskly take me on a walk to describe why taking the top rope death driver at the Carney wrestling show from the dudes we just met isn't a good idea. You know, I'm the one out here doing all the, let's see. I lost my place, guys.
You're fucking horrible at this.
Yeah, I'm horrible. You back up. You see, I do all the cool shit, and I find the fancy moves, the wrestling, while my partner's obsessed with jumping his ass into people's faces. I'm taking all the risks, the heat, doing the crazy shit, but I gotta thank Mike for remembering that we're supposed to be doing this for money, and he's pretty good at getting that money from the promoter, so thank you for that.
No, thank you.
He's also good at politicking his way into championship title belts, a little something he learned from one Mr. Robert Cook.
Thanks, Rob.
Before I move on to Robert Cook, I have to give an honorable mention for Roddy and Driftwood for being here today and recording. Dudes that look like they jerk off with their pinkies. Robert Cook, what the fuck, bro? Everyone give it up for this shit. I hate you so much. I wrote that down. I hate you so much. The only way I could tell you my true feelings was to host this event in the guise that it's all in fun. Well, really, honestly, you're an embarrassment to my existence. How dare you insult me with your life? When I first met this dude, I cracked Johnny Cadillack in his head with a barbed wire bat, cracked his skull open, blood all over the place. I did a 450 knee concussion splash off ladder through a table so we could show Rob Cook the professional wrestling skills. Yeah, so he had a good conversation with us, took us aside and told us that he liked what he saw, and he keep up the good work. He stuck around the backyard too, so he could learn more tips and techniques down the road. He leashed off of us in the backyard, then he bullied us when he got to the pros. After years of titty twisters, dick pranks, ball kicks, back chops, and legitimate beatings, after years of psychological and mental abuse, it was finally time for me to cash in a receipt, and I got in the ring and I fucked this dude up. I bashed his face in repeatedly as hard as I could. And he was just like, ha, you little bitch.
True story.
I'm terrified of him now because he cannot feel in his head or in his neck or nothing in this region. There's just nothing going on at all. He's got nothing going on. Rob Cook has the IQ of a fence post and the personality of a fucking wet paper towel. If brains were gasoline, your dumbass wouldn't have enough to get an ant's motorcycle around a penny.
Way to get yourself home with that stupid ass joke.
God, I hate you, like sincerely despise you for the unforgivable sin of forcing Jeff Thomas into all of our lives. Alright, this is probably the part where I say how much Rob means to me and how much we appreciate him and all that stuff. So go back to the dumpster you were born in and burn in the internal dumpster fire excuse you call life. eat a stray Spalding Street cat filled with hepatitis, go for a jog in flip-flops and stab your toe on a rusty road syringe, you shindy pro wrestling hack, shatter your teeth on a brick, and eat a backpack full of fat dicks. Sincerely your father, Mr. Out for a Pack of Smokes, Mr. Chris Chichester. Look at this, son.
Choking rotten hell.
That was too low. Hey, I got one. Rob Cook's in a car. Who's driving? Someone else. So many of the world's worst wrestlers had made careers chauffeuring Rob around. And Big Poppa Chill, you drove him around for years. Big Poppa Chill is to wrestling what Casey Anthony is to parenting.
Chill, I don't know.
You are to wrestling what Black Lives Matter protest is to small business. But there are many talents you can have in the wrestling industry if you can't wrestle, like charisma, timing, training. And Poppa Chill has none of these talents. Get over? Poppa Chill couldn't get over a crosswalk. Book a show? Poppa Chill couldn't book a library. Draw a crowd? Poppa Chill couldn't draw a crowd if they were stick figures. But after the years of being Rob's bitch, he dumped you to skull-fuck Jeff Thomas on the road. Jeff Thomas has more Rob Cook dick in his head than good wrestling ideas. Jeff Thomas is more cringeworthy than the Epstein travelogue, which according to Chichester, Poppa Chill is on. Now, when I was a young wrestler, myself and Chichester had a death-defying match. And as soon as we got backstage, the building's janitor started yelling at us for being too crazy. And that janitor was H.C. Loke. H.C. Loke has done enough drugs to kill 2 elephants in a wrestling career. Loke, you were washed up 15 years ago, but you did the one thing no one thought you'd ever do, and that's live another 15 years. But old age looks good on you. Sure, your back goes out more than you do, but you look good and I'm happy for you. Now, unlike Poppa Chill, Loke is a wrestler. And unlike Rob Cook, he's a good wrestler. And unlike the rest of us, he isn't high right now. Speaking of high, how high is your blood pressure, Rob Sweet? Rob Sweet is trying to prove that you can't get diabetes if you take steroids. I have wrestled Rob Sweet more times than Rob Cook can count. After every match, he would yell at a ref backstage. Rob Sweet has victimized so many refs he has his own Me Too movement. Well, I got one for you. Looks black and white and red all over. A referee after a talk with Rob Sweet. His missus is here tonight. Blink twice if you need help. Poor thing. Look at Rob. He doesn't look mad, but he's as frustrated as Rob Cook with a yo-yo. And what I mean by that is Rob Cook is really short. Rob Cook is so short he has to go up on his wife. Rob's so short he calls Little Daddy C just Daddy C. Or as the physicians call him, Little Daddy Hep C. Or as his best friend Keith Zimmer calls him, Daddy. Keith Zimmer has burned more towns than Black Lives Matter protests. Now I'm sorry, Sean Carr couldn't make it here today, but don't worry, Sean can't make it anywhere he goes. Wait a minute, Rob, not one black roaster. Who booked this shit? Terry Kadillack? Now, honestly, the most challenging part of getting ready for this roast was writing about Chichester. Like, what can I say about this man? Chichester is the best sidekick I could ever ask for. He's like the Luigi to my Mario. Sure, he takes all the falls and I'm going to end up with a girl, but it's like a 50-50 partnership. Just because it's called Super Mario World doesn't mean Luigi isn't just as important, man. And just because I get all the pinfalls does not mean that you are not very important in your supporting role in this tag team. Don't let the fact that pay is staggered 70-30 suggest that I see this as anything less than a 50-50 relationship. Hold on, don't worry about that. You are the Robin to my Batman, in the sense that you do all the acrobats, say some stupid shit, and I get most of the money. Sometimes I'm envious of you, Chichester, because I never had someone like me in my life. Chichester, you're not just the number 2. You're the number 1-2 in the whole world, man. So sorry, I'm not going to roast Chichester tonight. Now it's time for the man of the hour. And I got a joke. What do you call Ivy Green with no talent? Rob Cook. Rob, I love you. No, yeah, I like you. Wait, hold on, let me start over. Rob, I know you. I met Rob Cook when I was a child. Not a young child like Poppa Chill likes. But I was a young lad nonetheless.
I got cage.
What? You ate that shit. When I was a child, Chichester, myself, and some buddies built a wrestling ring in my backyard. My mom's boyfriend said he knew a guy on his softball team that was a wrestler and he was going to make the introduction. I gotta say I prejudged him. I couldn't see past his height. Well, I mean a toddler could see past his height. I mean Rob Cook is so short when he sits down he gets taller. He sneezes, he hits his head on the curb, and the man really can't afford concussions like that. He is a man of no noticeable advantages. Short, ugly, unpleasant, stupid. Rob once fell for an origami wrestling scam. He thought he was going to be on pay-per-view. He comes from a long line of stupid, though. In the Civil War, his family fought for the West. We went to go get our brain scooped for the COVID test, and Rob's came back empty. But Rob has taken all these disadvantages, some physical, some mental, and according to Stephanie, some erectile, and has outdone his destiny and created for himself one hell of a career. When Rob and Stephanie got married, he promised he would never interrupt her. Rob hasn't gotten one word in 14 years. But being married to Rob is like the walk of shame you can't wash off. So we give you a round of applause for that. Oh, God. Every day. Where's my alcohol? But honestly, Rob, no one would have expected you to take such a small stature and make yourself so large in life. I really appreciate the fact knowing you, brother.
Yeah, fuck you.
Hey! Oh, so without further ado, Mr. Big Poppa Chill!
Come on, Junior!
What you got? Oh, fucking, you can't see it?
Whoa.
What are the other categories? Best and the worst, Carney Wrestling, and who booked this shit?
Who booked this shit?
For what, sir?
We'll go 300. I don't know. I don't know.
Read the question, Chill.
How many dicks can fit in Rob Cook at the same time?
All of them.
Well, fuck Roby. How many dicks?
Big Poppa Chill did all by himself. You know that.
How many? It's a math question, bro.
Alright, we'll go 10. That's all I can say. I don't fucking.
Correct response.
Sorry.
We'll find out after the show.
How many shows you two, man?
People are horrible. Stephanie.
Oh, Lord. I don't even...
Who booked this shit? Yeah, Carney Wrestling. Best and the worst.
Carney Wrestling. 100.
That's not what she said.
That's not what I said, but okay, we'll go with it. What's it say?
Who is the biggest piece of shit on the planet?
That's a gimme.
Who is it?
Oh, fuck. You should...
Who is it?
Little Daddy C.
Jeff Thomas! You are wrong, young lady.
Boy, I'm with you, Steph.
Someone blurt something out.
That's the worst 200.
What kind of dick does Rob suck best?
That's a good question.
Johnny Moose's.
Johnny Moses?
Monkey.
Oh,
dick.
I even knew the answer to that.
Damn, I should have said cage.
Who was it? All dicks.
All dicks. It was all dicks.
300.
Oh, challenging one.
Who is the best roaster on the panel tonight?
Me?
Nice.
We haven't been through them all yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Big Poppa Chill.
That's rude, Chill. I put my heart into that, Chill.
Damn.
Jerk.
Rob. Carney wrestling for 300.
Bob Bale.
If Rob Cook is the
Wow. Yo, you can't write, Chill.
What is it?
What does it say?
If Rob Cook is the clown and going to wrestle with the Jesters, what is Rob Sweet?
Nothing.
Nothing.
A fucking asshole. You have an anger and an alcohol problem, asshole.
I learned it from you.
That's
Who booked this show 200?
He gave us the censored version, too. It was
Yeah.
nice of you.
How many bitches is Rob Chill?
How many bitches did Big Papa Chili Willie brought back to his chill bag?
One.
Five.
One.
Hold on.
I'm going.
He went with 5. Is it 5?
Do little
Oh, them twice.
Do little pretty kids count?
Yeah, that's what Chill's
Well, I mean, well, chilling his RV.
Have you not been listening for the past half an hour? He digs that, apparently.
Carney wrestling too.
Where wrestling going? What is the highest Rob Cook has ever been paid for a wrestling show?
I know the answer. What was it?
150.
I didn't hear the question.
I'm gonna say $50.
$5. That's the bounty I got
The
wrong.
street value that is? Right?
Say a hot dog and a
Really, that's
handshake.
like a $300 night though. I can tell you that. That's way too
Kinda
much. It's a
handshake.
decent payoff.
Let's go. Who booked this shit for 100? If there's not one Bob Bailey, fucking good.
How many prestigious titles has Rob Cook won?
1. Let Chill read 'em.
I'm sure you're gonna bang
He's
on
just he's reading it in his head, Shine. I can't help him.
He's already read it.
Come on, chill, say.
0.
Fucking piece of shit.
What do you call a razor blade, a pack of smokes, and a 12-pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon?
You can't read. Why is he up there?
It's little dicey.
LDC.
We all know what it is.
Corey?
LDC. Woo! Got one right.
Nice chill trivia.
Great.
Nobody's got some wins.
You better praise God. I don't kid.
No one here is innocent. I'm Officer Doodle. Is that funny?
Yes, it is.
Been asked here to be. I've been asked to be here by the New York State Athletic Commission.
Oh.
But as a human being, I feel I have a moral responsibility to be here. To make sure that none of you act like Rob Cook. Don't act like Rob Cook ever. I'd like to start by asking everyone to keep their hands out of their pockets and keep them where I can see them. Not one to racially profile.
Why
And
are you
I've got
so fucking
15 years
close?
of experience, and I'm a good judge of character.
Chill, take off. Hey, chill, take off your hat. Take off your hat.
I repeat, do not follow in Rob Cook's steps. Just say no. Don't act like Rob Cook ever. Rob has been loitering in the wrestling business for years. Going nowhere. Stuck. Stagnant. Rob has been loitering in the wrestling business so long, he once watched Terry Cadillack try to buy Kibo at an auction.
Oh my God! I gotta untuck my shirt.
convincing families to spend $15 per ticket of their hard-earned money to see his train wreck of a career since Nixon was president. Another crook. See a lot of Colin Kaepernick types here tonight. He's not only been stealing their money, but he's been stealing their time. And if anyone's an expert on wasted time, it's this juiced up old timer. Don't act like Rob Cook ever. Speaking of juiced up, this goes out to all of you in the room. Steroids are illegal. We've seen the side effects. We all know Jeff Thomas. In fact, the only thing more shriveled up than Rob's old wrinkled balls are his career, his fan base, and his time left on the road. Don't act like Rob Cook ever. Steroids are illegal, and shortcuts, they're for losers. Losers like this sad excuse of a wannabe independent contractor.
Can we get him off the stage?
As long as I'm laughing.
We all know that the opening match sets the tone, the energy, and the pace for the whole show. This is especially important to Rob Cook, who was robbed. Robbed. His name is in the goddamn crime. He has robbed the spotlight in the main event from one more deserving athlete after another. Wrestling his way past weaseling his way has more deserving professionals in the matches with Hall of Famers, matches that anyone else would dream to be in. Rob is a dream killer. A dream killer. His main events are anticlimactic at best. Don't act like Rob ever. Yes, the first match sets the whole tone for the night. And if you are familiar with Rob's career, it is no wonder he has Jeff Thomas suck the life out of the room to start each and every night. Another horrible human being. Speaking of which, I see you, Matthew, or H.C. Loke, as they call you on the street. The only thing worse than someone who clearly grew up idolizing Perry Saturn is a man like Rob Cook, whose wrestling career ended up like Chris Benoit's wife. You two both disgust me. To be the best, you have to beat the best. This saying has nothing to do with Rob Cook. He will neither ever be the best, nor will ever get closer than buying a ticket and sitting in the nosebleeds and facing the best. Rob is an addict. Addicted to the road, the grind, and bullshitting with the boys in the locker room. Don't be like Rob ever. Rob could have chosen an honest profession, something he actually would have been good at. His chances may be gone, but there's still hope for all of you. At this time, I'd like you all to raise your right hand and take an oath with me to never be like Rob Cook. Repeat after me.
It's like standing up like, yeah.
I pledge to live my life.
I pledge to live my life.
Rob Cook free.
Rob Cook free.
I promise to never make dick jokes in front of children. And never abuse steroids or donuts. I promise to stay away from Rob Cook. And encourage my friends to stay away from cheap paydays, cheap pops, and cheap hookers. Thank you.
That was good. I like Officer Doodle.
And without further ado, Mr. Rob Sweet!
Jesus Christ. Hopefully you wrote your own speech.
Here, give me that.
Let's see.
Yeah, all right, cool. Chai was right. I worked my way to get here. I'm not actually funny, I just wanted to be here, so hey, what's up, buddy? Okay, these jokes seem funnier when I was stoned. I'm just kidding. I'm still stoned. You guys are not going to believe this, but it's actually kind of hard for me to come up with, like, disses and, despite my violent reputation, I'm really a nice guy. You don't believe me, do you? So first of all,
I know you're a nice guy.
you're the only one that believes it. But I want to say thank you for giving me this moment and giving me this chance to celebrate one of the veterans who has helped me out, someone I look up to, someone I enjoy sharing a locker room with, just one of the people I look up to. So thanks for giving me that time. All right. For sure gonna say your name. Well, let me start out with our hosts of the evening, Born to Wrestle. Woo! Johnny Kadillack. Yeah, we wrestled each other about 642 times. I've been counting. And I love wrestling you. It's actually a lot of fun. It was definitely took some time because
Did somebody check in for COVID when he came in?
At first you wanted to call most of the matches, and that's cool and all, and those matches are okay. But then once you start letting me have an input, those matches really got good. It was awesome. Thank you. My time at UW actually came to a close because of you. There was a period of time where me and him, between probably a September to a March period of time, like I said, we had 612 matches, like over and over and over again. So I got the opportunity with another promotion to wrestle one of the Indies' best, Bill Collier, for a heavyweight title. And I let UW officials know that ahead of time, and that ended up being one of my first major heavyweight titles, so I was really proud of that moment. But you would think that I would have taken that moment because it was such a big match and a big opportunity, but really, I couldn't wrestle him for another 647 times. I was so over it. I was done.
That's why I'm his partner, so I'm facing it.
Well, and that's where I'm going with it. I mean, it's a good thing you've had a partner in the last few years. I mean, it's not only... not only does he take most of the bumps that you would have taken, he also makes up for the lack of charisma you wish you had. But it's okay. You're still going to get your shit. And, Chai, where the hell were you all those years? Wrestling your partner, like, where the hell did you come from? Oh, okay. You were locked up in Chill's basement. Really born to wrestle, Cowabunga dudes, you guys represent that brand well, but until you face Barry Hardy and Dwayne Gill dressed up as the Battley Turtles, you got nothing to claim. But anyway, how many more promotions can you guys whore yourselves out to get
Your joke about that was funnier than that.
Chill. You've been wrestling so long. How long?
25 years.
25 years. That means when I started, you were like a decade in at that point. True veteran. Never thought that the first time I'd work you, I'd be the one carrying you.
When he started, I was still his height.
But if I would have known better, I would have known he was trying to carry me home to his basement. But anyway, Joe, why are you such a fucking nice guy? You make it hard to knock on you. And when are you gonna fucking retire, dude? Like, come on, man. I see two veterans here to my left that I greatly admire. Mostly because it has nothing to do with wrestling. These two guys can show up to a show and in 2020 show up in their gear, wear it all day, work in it, go home and stink in a sweat, and nobody says anything.
Learn that shit. Yes.
But Lo, that's okay though. I know you're kind of ducking me, man. That's all right. I would love to work you in the ring someday. Absolutely. But only if you stop holding on to the fact that you were a referee in ECW like 20 years ago. Tag team champions. Come on.
Let it go!
Do something new!
Dude, get it, say yeah! Evolve!
So, Sean Carr's not here. He was ducking me too. So, if you're seeing this, Sean Carr, you're ducking. All right. So the man of the hour.
Woo!
So Logan is to hate him first. Then you just kind of eventually tolerate him until it's just normal. I first shared a locker room with you in, I think, Pennsylvania for Mr. Saturday Night. I mean, what the hell were you doing in Pennsylvania at the time? Did all the promoters ban you at that point? But, weren't you saying you were going to retire back then? I was like, you were already at the 20-year point at that point. But sharing a locker room with you is always fun. It's kind of like this roast where, like, he greets you with, "Hey, asshole," and "Hey, man, fuck you," and then gives you a hug. All right. But it took me years to learn that means he actually likes you if he's running you down one. But I always love working him too. Besides the fact that he makes me feel tall. But one of the biggest learning lessons in any wrestler's career is calling it in the ring. I mean, you work this guy, you're going to do most of it in the ring. I mean, it's just going to happen. I mean, it's not out of this, age-old tradition of calling it in the ring. That's what the true veterans do. No, it's just because his ADHD gets in the way of calling the match. You used to make me nervous in my early days, man. You'd be going out there with nothing to call, and you're like, okay, let's do it. But I also learned, probably my biggest lesson from him is, us wrestlers, we groom ourselves. We usually groom the parts of our body we're going to show. Well, I learned from Rob, I got to groom everything. So let me tell you a story, all right? This is like before my girl who was here. I was working a
Wait, time out. Before he goes into this, he's stealing one of my jokes.
I am?
Yes, you are.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to continue. So before my girl, I was working this job, and there's this cute girl there everybody liked, and she kind of liked wrestling, so she's like, yeah, I'm going to look you up on Facebook and check you out. Well, I just so happened the week before to be wrestling you and Jason Hilton in a triple threat match. And she said, I wanted to check you out, but I didn't want to see your butthole.
Wait a minute. We were together then.
Okay, I'm in big
Roasted!
Okay, moving on.
Let Rob tell the joke.
Okay, well, another piece of advice for any promoters that might be watching.
Give that advice, baby! I knew that!
You can't book IV if you have live commentary over the PA. He'll go on there, he'll shoot on you, he'll call you an asshole even though you're a babyface. He'll use your shoot names, he'll point out your girl in the crowd, he'll tell audience shoot things about you, interrupt your match, tell the audience you got engaged, whatever. It's typical pod bar for him. But really, the business owes a lot to you.
Thank you.
It really does. Your contributions, they're underrated. They're really, truly underrated. And I want to personally thank you for giving us so many wonderful memories and things about the business. Mostly LJ Thomas. Jeez. Thanks, man. We really needed that one.
We did need it!
There was a time before I actually started liking him that I hated you for that. Yeah, that begat Brooklyn Joe and the Ring Crew Warriors. It's a butterfly effect, man. You can't just bring anyone in this. But you know, we all love your family too. We love the cooks. You know, they're great.
Some cooks.
We love you too. We love you too. But face it, your wife's the one running the ship. Your daughter's smarter than you, and your son can kick your ass. And every time you wrestle me, he roots for me, so
I know it. I know.
You're too nice.
But I also can't close without saying we all gotta agree on this. Where would we all be without the daily Rob Cook workout videos on Instagram? I complete my days without seeing this guy doing crunches and lifting the weights, and it just makes my days. I love it. So, but for real, Rob, I have nothing but love for you and your family. Love you too. You stuck up for me. You put your name out for me on numerous pages. I love sharing locker room with you. If there's anything you taught me, it's that's what it's all about. Being with the boys and just being in that environment, man. And definitely proud to be a Rob Cook guy, and you'll always be Ivy Green to me.
Thank you, brother.
Woo! I told you I'm not gonna do that nice.
Rob Cook, The Roast. Rob, what's up, man? Andy Malnoske, NBC Elmira, WrestlingInc.com. I'm cutting to the chase right now. We've covered wrestling for a long time. Like anything else in life, people come and people go, but only a few, the legends, stay with you. And when you get the chance to call that legend a friend, man, that's special. That's something money can't buy. You see, Rob's done it all, winning straps at every Fed, putting guys over, challenging them to be great. Almost 10 years ago, I called Rob out of the blue, asking if I could come down and interview some wrestlers to simply get better. No money, man, just pride and desire to climb that impossible mountain. Rob said, whatever I could do to help, then that's what we'll do. Those words fueled me more than you'll ever know. And this ain't being a mark, it's reality. Rob Cook helped me get looks in WWE by giving a Raw sports reporter opportunity. He helped, he supported when he didn't have to, but he did. It's not what you don't have, it's what you do. The truth, Rob Cook is the greatest damn wrestler in the history of Elmira. He bled, he paid the price. And yeah, I get this roast thing. It's a great night. Everyone just party, have a great time. But Rob, know this, everybody in this room, everybody right now is an extension of you. Pro wrestling is better off because of you. We are better because of you. At the end of the day, Rob Cook earned every single inch, night after night, city after city. That's the way it should be. Rob, you're the man. Enjoy roasting. I'm out.
Hey Rob, Joe Davis, JD here, and really sorry I couldn't make it tonight. I was planning on attending on the original date, but I guess there was some sort of a conflict with your goat yoga session at the senior center, which I completely understand. That's important to you. However, I was asked to say just, a few kind words for this night and the roast to honor Rob Cook. Now, I wrote a few things down here. I probably won't hit it all, but the one thing I wanted to do was just try to think of adjectives that, we could use to describe our favorite indie wrestler, Rob Cook. And so I did write a few down. I put that you were considerate. You're an asshole, absolutely, but you're very honest asshole. You're old, short, balding. I could probably go on and on with a whole list of things insulting your physical appearance, but I'm sure that'll be done, throughout the night, so I'll spare you with that one. Let's see, asshole, very boisterous, and you're well-dressed. You are well-dressed, even though I'm pretty certain the clothes that you get are from the youth section at Target, which is okay. And lastly here, you have a hot wife, so you got that going for you. I remember my first road trip with Rob Cook, and knowing that he was the veteran of the car, I, of course, let him sit up front. Of course, 4 hours later, he told me he's actually terrified of being up front. But anyway, we were in the car with myself, my brother, and my cousin, Alex. And now some of you know Alex, but he is autistic. And so after Rob got to know Alex for probably about an hour or two, out of the blue, he looks back and asks my cousin, Alex, have you ever been to prison? And Alex said, no, I haven't. And Rob's like, Alex, you would love it in prison. So as a result, my autistic cousin now firmly believes that he himself is gay just because Rob Cook said so. I got a couple other things, Rob. you know, you are a legend in the indies. You fought and wrestled some of the best out there. Mick Foley, Tommy Dreamer, I mean, the list goes on and on. Bruno Sammartino, I mean, you both were in the prime of your careers at the same exact time. So, you know, I had a whole list. I won't name them all off. Once again, that's probably going to be done today. But anyway, Rob, I did bust on you a little bit, so I apologize for that. But one thing I will say about Rob Cook is he always looks out for all of us. He goes above and beyond, without a shadow of a doubt. So if anybody deserves this kind of night, a roast is just letting people know that you made it. You know, sometimes in and out of the ring, he's been a little rough on me. You know, for some reason, he's spit directly in my eye 3 times. And I was thinking, you know, if you could throw punches with that kind of accuracy, you actually might have made a career out of wrestling. But it's a little late for that now, so no big deal. But seriously, Rob, congratulations on this night. Nobody else deserves it more than you. We all love you very much, and I sincerely hope that you rot in hell. All right, have a good evening.
So, I had a whole skit I was going to plan out. I was going to put some knee pads on, put the dying breed gear on, all to the set of the old school Batman theme. Knee pad, shorts, gear. I could sit here and talk about Rob's small dick. So small, if he stands up fast enough, goes inside him. Could talk about his terrible work ethic. Could talk about that he can't remember a match. But that'd just be beating a dead horse. I mean, let's face it, that's why me and Sean suck. And I know what he's going to say. Speak for yourself. But I'm not going to do that. That's just beating a dead horse that this whole roast is going to do. They're going to hit that shit on the head the whole fucking time. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you the Rob Cook I see. Because the Rob Cook I see is probably the hardest working motherfucker I ever met in my life. The man is a father figure in the wrestling world to me. And I hold him so fucking dear, it'd sound gay if I sat here and praised him for the next 20 minutes. Rob, I just want you to know, everyone's going to shit on you this roast. I'm throwing a cog in the wheel. I'm going the other way. Fuck you. I love you.
Sight.
When I was told there was going to be a roast of Rob Cook, I had to ask one very important question. Fucking why? You know, I could talk about how short Rob is or how bald he is, but that'll probably be brought up a few times, so I'll leave it alone. You know, Rob throughout the years mentored a lot of young aspiring wrestlers, myself included. You know, he was a lot like a father figure to me. And by father figure, I mean, you know, he beat the shit out of me and was never really there when I needed him. You know, I still fondly remember some of his most important lessons. They stuck with me to this very day. You know, his lessons on bitterness, self-loathing, and alcoholism. Thanks, Rob. You know, I'm the wrestler I am today largely thanks to Rob Cook, which, Rob, you probably shouldn't tell a lot of people that. Don't go spreading it around. It's really not anything to be fucking proud of. You know, over the years, Rob has also held titles in some of the most prestigious, world-renowned organizations. You know, like Northern Tier Wrestling Heavyweight Champion and Northern Tier Wrestling Tag Team Champion. It's a pretty fucking big deal. You know, Rob and his wife Stephanie, they've been married a long time. You know, they take their vows very seriously, especially that one, till death do us part. You know, a couple months back, I saw Rob, chainsaw in hand, walking backwards up a 20-foot ladder. I thought, holy shit, he's going to fucking kill himself. And I found out Stephanie bought him the chainsaw, and I guess it kind of made sense. Rob, in all honesty, in all seriousness, I love you. I really am proud to be able to call you brother, to call you a friend. You taught me a lot about the wrestling business, and you were there for me through some of my darkest times, and that means the absolute world to me. I'm really sorry I couldn't be there, but I do want to ask you to do one thing. Have a drink for me, you short, bald fuck.
Hey, shout outs to my man, IB Green, Rob Cook, the GOAT. Listen, that dude's a bad dude. I love you, Rob. I wish I could have been there tonight, but I had some shit going on with the fam, so I couldn't pull up, but I'm going to try and hit you with a couple real quick, all right? Rob Cook would try to go on Atkins, but he thought it was Fatkins, so that's what happened. Rob Cook is banned from 18 petting zoos in 10 countries. Rob Cook gets his entrance gear from Gap Kids. Rob Cook is short and fat. Rob Cook is fat and short. Rob Cook's head looks like a 1952 turnbuckle. I be green? Shit. I be old. You be old too. Rob Cook older than our Galaxy, Abe Coleman, Angelo Savoldi combined, and he hit Mae Young. He actually banged Mae Young after WWE Raw, November 15th, 2010. There's video. He tore that ass up. I think she was 85. Rob Cook's finishing move is the tossed salad. Yo, IB Green is short and he's fat. Yo, Andre Rusimov, Andre the Giant, he's shit turds bigger than Rob Cook. Twice as big. Dude is short. Rob Cook squats to pee. And Rob Cook is probably eating right now. As I'm speaking, he's probably eating. Yo, that's all I got. But I love y'all, all y'all. And I love you, Rob Cook, IB Green. You're my boy. When I come to the gym in the morning and we talk about wrestling and we chop it up and talk about lifting, you got a great soul. You got a great heart, man. I got nothing but love for you, dude. Wish I was there in person. Love y'all.
Why, hello there, Robert Cook. You didn't really think I was going to miss the opportunity to razz you in front of a bunch of people, did you? Absolutely not. So, it's a very unfortunate thing. I could not make it there tonight. As in typical Born to Wrestle fashion, they fucked everything up. I could swear, I think. I don't care. They can edit it out, whatever. So, what a shit show. Mike Templar and Chai. You did the most independent wrestling / Rob Cook thing ever by booking a venue just to have them cancel on you. That sounds just like pro wrestling, so thank you for that. But no, I really wanted to be there. I'm just kidding. I really didn't care to be there or not, because why do we gotta honor a guy who absolutely fucking is a drizzling shits? No, I'm kidding. I joke. So, Rob, man, I've known you for, as long as I've been in the business. So that's what, 11, 12 years? So what a lot of people may not realize, and I think you'll know where I'm going with this. The very first time you and I met, I'll never forget it. It was my very first match experience, whatever you want to call it, and it was in Cortland, New York at the J.M. McDonald Sports Complex, and I was in a battle royal to start my illustrious career off, and they said that they were going to add this loudmouth veteran into the match, which was Rob Cook, and I didn't know anything from anybody, so all I was told is, hey, if somebody gives you something, you give it right back. So, my first meeting with Rob Cook is I got hit in the back from him, and I spun him around, and I chopped him right in his brand new New York Yankee Mickey Mouse looking tattoo. And he said, "Ow, asshole!" And he gave me one of what would be a lot of back chops in that match. And afterwards, he came up, shook my hand, and said, "Hi, I'm Rob Cook. Pleasure to meet you." And I wouldn't have ever guessed that he would go on to be my wrestling mentor. What a time, man. I will say that, any young and up and coming kid who is a professional, enters the world of professional wrestling and they want to try to make it, you really got to kind of like latch on and like learn from guys who've been doing it for a while. And in my case, I was able to hop in a car and get booked with Rob and Cage. And to be honest with you, I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. Like, for all I know, I'd probably make it a lot farther if I would have stayed away from those two assholes. But, I mean, it is what it is. I think I did all right. But no, those two saw something in me, and I wouldn't have the beginning of, my wrestling career. It wouldn't have taken off if it wasn't for them. And I do gotta say, Rob, like, you get a lot of you get a lot of negativity thrown your way because you can't stay sober at a wrestling show. You get a lot of negativity thrown your way because, quite frankly, like, it's a miracle that you've made it this far in the wrestling world without even knowing how to properly apply a headlock. But man, you can take them backdrops in the corner like a champion. but no, like, Rob, you've always been a very giving person. You've always wanted to put yourself above others, which is probably why you'll always be a jobber. Let's be real on that. But yeah, no, Rob, you mean a lot to me, man. You really do. You are my wrestling dad, and I know that if I ever have an issue, I can always not go to you for good advice. If I want terrible advice, I'll go to you. But yeah, no, tonight is your night. I don't know exactly who's there. I know of Big Poppa Chill. Well, it's really not Big Poppa Chill. It's like Small Poppa Chill now. I'm sure that joke's probably been used, but whatever. I'm sure if Chill's there, he's probably... I really strongly think that Chill one day is going to end up just saying, "You know what, Rob? I hate you," and just kill you. Because of all the crap you put that man through over the years. I mean, Chill is a saint. Like, let's just throw that out there. Like, Big Poppa Chill is a saint for dealing with you as long as he's had to deal with you. But yeah, no, I mean, honestly, Rob, like, I love you. I wouldn't be where I am in the wrestling business today if it wasn't for your guidance. A lot of who I am as a performer, especially a heel, was things that I took from watching you. It's just I know how to do it the right way. So, Rob, thank you for everything. Thank you for always being so generous to me. Thank you for always, giving me advice early on, because I can't take it from you now because, I know way more than you now. So, like, let's be honest. You're a good dude, man. Like, you're one of the few that, I know I can trust in the wrestling world. And I don't know. I know that you've expressed retirement before. I know that, you have said that when Danielle starts a family is when you're going to retire. So I'm here to tell Danielle, like, come on, like, we're all counting on you and your future husband to kind of, let's get a kid going soon, because we want this guy out of the business as soon as possible, please, because my God. Yeah. No, in all seriousness, Rob, like, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor to call you a friend, to call you a mentor. And I hope that you guys are having a fun time tonight. I hope that whoever's there is having fun. I don't know who's there. If Cage is there, hey man, hope all is well. Big Poppa Chill, miss you, man, hope all is well. Stephanie, I'm sorry, okay? I don't book Rob in these terrible matches, these hardcore matches. That's all Moose. So don't text me. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. But no, you guys, you know, I hope everyone's having fun. I'm really sorry I couldn't be there tonight. I know the venue got switched because, you know, Born to Wrestle doesn't know how to book a venue, I guess. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, everyone have a good night. I hope to see everyone soon. Hopefully these times we can all have a show soon. So Rob, I love you. Please retire soon because you're driving all of us crazy. All right, guys, have a good night.
God damn it, Kick. He's known for his lengthy body of work as heavyweight title holder for Tiger Smith's Underworld Champions in Rochester.
All right, folks, you can see how everybody here. Hey, you want to shut the fuck up?
I'm trying.
Sorry. Jesus Christ, Steph, can you talk to him about it in a minute?
Oh, I wanted him to give Lucas his phone.
Oh. Hi, Lucas.
Hey.
He's my favorite. All right, we saw everybody before have these great, like, typed out things. Word for word, script what they're going to say.
You can sit by
I'm old school, man. I call this shit in the ring. Let's see how we end up.
Oh, shit.
I got bullet points. That's how I do promos. I don't do them by the motherfucking, somebody write me a script. Bullet points, that's what we got. So Jeff Thomas isn't here, so that fucked up my whole first joke. Anyway, we'll pick another asshole.
Cage?
You know, it's cool. 2020 has fucking sucked, right? Last year, I'm an old man, and I had 73 matches last year. That's pretty goddamn good, right, for an old fart?
Yeah.
It's what we all do. It's our whole life. The guys that are in this business, it's not like a half-ass thing. You dedicate yourself to it. It's a pleasure to finally be around some people that have, you know, actually work out, actually train, actually give a fuck about what we do. And it's also kind of cool to be around TJ.
Yeah! Fuck you, TJ!
But having said that, you know, some people that made some cracks earlier about me, as they're supposed to do, about some of the shit I've done in my career. Just so, if any of you don't know, I've been a lucky man. I've worked very hard for it, but luck plays into it a lot, okay? I've wrestled in the ECW arena, okay? I've wrestled in the Hammerstein Ballroom. I've wrestled in goddamn Madison Square Garden, okay? I have main evented ECW shows. Not many, but I've main evented ECW shows. I've main evented many, many, many Ring of Honor shows. And tonight, I get the main event, the Rob Cook roast at the Wellsburg motherfucking Diner.
There's no alcohol for that.
And you assholes wonder why I drink.
No Rob.
Thank you very much to the Born to Wrestle guys for throwing this and including me in it. You know, the best thing they could ever do, I'm glad the venue got switched because now there's no mic for Rob Cook to fucking steal. A couple years ago, I'm wrestling on a what's his name? Tried to break us in. Don Adams, right? Don Adams show, right? I have a hell of a match with a couple guys. I'm all done. The crowd's cheering. I look up. Rob Cook's in the motherfucking ring. He's got the mic. Yep. He's talking some type of, I think he's being complimentary towards me, I assume. But he's talking, I didn't know he was coming out. He's talking some type of shit. I get to the back, the people are cheering, and I said, sounds like Rob Cook just had a hell of a match. I don't know. But the Born to Wrestle guys, I've got to know, I didn't know them well most of their career. Mike mentioned something earlier about me shitting on him. Yeah, I don't think I shit on you. I was trying to.
What is the janitor doing?
I was trying to help. That's my job. You're a veteran now. You try to help assholes like TJ, right? And I try to help you then. At any rate, they're good guys. They've worked very hard. They've impressed me a lot. And, you know, of all the shitty wrestling there is in the Northeast, they're the best of the shitty wrestlers. When you're talking about carny, shitty, bullshit wrestling goddamn promotions, and there's a fuck ton of them.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get Born to Wrestle to fit the fucking bill, or else you lose your man card in that. That's your street cred. If you want to be a true piece of shit, worthless wrestling company that no one will ever give a fuck about, you have to have Born to Wrestle be your World Tag Team Champions, or else just fucking pack it up. Go to another show. I don't know. The best of the bad guys. So let me tell you about a little bit more about me, okay? Not that this is Rob's night, but here's a lesson, TJ, you're my student. Put yourself over every fucking chance you get. It was late 94, I think. Chill, you were around.
Of 8.
Late 94, maybe early 95, I first started to go to Bob Bailey, somebody said it earlier, Bob Bailey's wrestling school.
Late 94, because Danielle was just born.
There you go. I was scared shitless to walk in, and I'm going to tell you why. I sat outside of my truck before I walked into the gym the first night, thinking these guys aren't going to let me do this. This is my dream my whole life. I don't care. If they'll let me sweep up, this is real. If they'll let me sweep up, if they'll let me wipe down the mat, I just want to be around pro wrestling. I want to learn about it. But I'm too small. I'm too short. They won't let me in. Then I walked into this gym, and I saw Rob Cook. I knew that short was not a motherfucking factor anymore. I said, I'm the motherfucking Andre of this school. At any rate, so I need better.
Bullet points.
You told me earlier, email you my shit so you could type it up for me. That would have been better because I can't read my own handwriting.
Listen, you got glasses? You need glasses?
So I don't know. Rob's done very well for himself, and he's in an old school way. And this isn't being lazy. Another lesson for you, young man. You get by, not by being lazy necessarily. Well, you get the most out of the least, right? And he's been able to do that his entire career. For instance, he always had Cage with him. He worked out. He had Chill with him. He drove. He had Sean with him. And he wrestled. And he just sat in the back and fucking fooled everybody to think that he was a veteran wrestler. And got to ride with him.
What did Vinny do? No, wait. Hold on. What did Axel do?
Axel did some shit.
Hey, you're right.
And I managed.
And Stephanie managed. Okay,
There
we go. But
14
still,
years he hasn't said a word.
the important part of it is, Rob didn't do shit and still convinced everybody he was a veteran that they should listen to him. The fucking guy, let me tell you a little story. I don't have a lot of one-liners, okay? A few years ago, I don't know where it was, there was some show going on in Rochester. Brother, you're going to fuck me up.
I know. I'm fucking all over the place here.
There's a show going on in Rochester, and as many veterans do, and I'm proud to call myself a veteran, and fuck everybody that don't think so, you laugh at my shit because I'm still the veteran here, alright?
Hey, wanted to give you guys a hug.
That's alright, I'll take
You wanted my phone.
Oh, you can have my phone
Sit.
because I don't give a shit. Anyway, several years ago, there's a wrestling show going on in Rochester, and as many of the old timers do, which I'm proud to be one, we always try to get other people booked. We try not to drive ourselves so we can have a drink, shit like that. So I said, I'm going to get Rob Cook booked. He's my friend. I've known him since my first day in training. I go to pick him up and he goes, yeah, dude, I don't drive. All right. So we get to the show and I come up to the promoter and he said, who'd you bring with you? I go, Rob Cook. I go, I'm really sorry, man. If I knew he didn't drive, I'd have fucking brought you a better wrestler than him. That's a true story. Every once in a while, Rob would come around. I've trained a lot of guys my whole life. Wrestling is a carny ass bullshit business. You all know that. Rob was around before he got fucking kicked out. Chill was around. Let's talk about that. Back when I started wrestling, when I started training, I wasn't in the business fucking 2 months before the guy that owned the building was having me help train the new students because he didn't have to pay me. That's pro wrestling, right?
Yep.
RESSLIN, that's wrestling. That's how it goes, right? And so in recent years, I've always trained guys my whole career, but the last year or two for the NTW, I started training guys. I've got some stuff going on in my own house, and Rob's come down a couple times to help train my guys. And I says, Rob, listen, tonight we're working on grappling. Train wrestling, those of us in the business call it. We're going to work on just wrestling. Keeping things on the mat. I want to make sure these guys can fight. I want to make sure they know how to wrestle. I want it to look legitimate. All right, brother, I got you. Gets in there with some of my students. Boom! Biting guys on the fucking back. Knee him in the fucking... I said, hey, how about a fucking arm bar? Is that cool? I don't think he knows what that is, but that's all right. At any rate.
It's true, I don't know what arm bar is.
Speaking of the training, when Rob and I started, Big Poppa Chill was there. We didn't call him Big Poppa Chill then. He was called the Mole Man. And for about 25 years now, I've called Mole Man
Moley.
Everybody says, still when you guys call him Chill, I have to think about who the fuck you're talking about because he will always be Mole to me. And I wouldn't have done the cool things I put myself over for before. That's a lesson, kid. I don't know who you are. I wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for Big Poppa Chill because every move I wanted to do, he's like your key move. That's what he is. Every move I wanted to do, he would just lay there and take it. And I would say, and I know I would hurt this motherfucker. He'd go, oh. And I go, I'm sorry, brother, can I try it again? He'd go, yeah. So, and that's the only reason why I ever got anywhere is because this motherfucker let me try some shit.
Amen.
And the one thing I love more than the fact that I broke in with him and trained with him is some of our times we had on the road.
Yes.
And as wrestlers would do, at least back when wrestling was fucking wrestling, okay? Back before wrestlers like TJ, who want to play fucking video games after their matches, back when they were men, a wrestler back in those days, we used to maybe go to a strip club.
No, don't do it! Yes!
Sit your ass back down.
So there was this time we wrestled in a mall in Nanuet, New York, not very far, well, a little far from here, not very far from New York City, okay? I wrestled Little Guido that night. It was a good match. It was in a mall, and everybody said, hey, let's go to the strip club afterwards. I said, cool, man. Molly and I rode together. See, Molly and I rode together. We got into the strip club. There was a girl there. She was awful pretty, and Mole knew for sure. Damn, she really liked him. It wasn't part of her job. She wasn't looking for a tip. She fucking liked him. I said, buddy, this is what you do. You ask her for a lap dance. It'll cost you $20. It's worth it. She's on the job right now. She's on the clock. But you only got, how long's a song? 4 or 5 minutes? Listen, you give her your money, wait your turn in line. But quick, dude, go in the bathroom and see if they have... Exactly. Go in the bathroom quick and see if they've got one of those condom machines because she's a stripper and you don't want to fuck around, right? He goes, you think I should? I said, goddamn right you should. He goes into the bathroom, he comes back, holding this thing, goes, look, it's lubricated.
I hate you! That was one of my stories.
I said, dude, listen, you only got so much time, okay? I don't know what kind of song. It could be a fucking Led Zeppelin song that goes on 7 minutes. It could be like something else, some punk song, or another 2.5 minutes. Go, I'm sorry, Lucas. I know your dick's already hard. Go back in the bathroom and put that son of a bitch on now so you're ready when the time comes so that you don't waste no time. He goes, all right. And he gets up and starts walking over, and just then, our dancer lady taps him on the shoulder and it was his time. So, I don't know, maybe you'll let us all know how that worked out. I don't know how that worked out when you were private. By the way, I wanted to thank you before I got up here, because as I said, I didn't prepare as much as everybody else, but you lowered the bar, so motherfucking I figured I could just stand up here and fart, and I'll be funnier than you. So it don't matter. Anyway, Big Poppa Chill, he is one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Yes.
It's a fact. He's been good. I swear to God, I don't know where I would be without him. He's a kind guy, a nice guy. I'm not even sure the guy fucking likes wrestling. I'm not, no bullshit. I think it was just like Rob Cook told him he's going to go to wrestling school, so he's going to fucking wrestling school. Having said that, and this will sound a little mean, I'm sorry, we're at a roast molly, but easily the dumbest pro wrestler I've ever met in my entire life. I'm going to tell you. Back 96, 97, we're wrestling in a town called Messina, New York. We're out there, we set up the ring, we tear down the ring, it's called paying your dues, kid. Learn it, okay? That's what we did back then. That's what you all will do if you ever come.
Yeah!
That's what you all
I've been
do.
doing it. Yeah, TJ!
Right?
I've been doing it. Okay.
So we're on our way home. We slept wherever we slept. We're on our way home. We go by the sign for Mexico, New York. It just says Mexico this way. Molly says, "Jeepers, I didn't know we were this close to the Mexican border." True fucking story. This is in the middle of winter, by the way. We had to pull over with the ring truck and pump gas. In those days, gas prices were much lower. He starts pumping and pumping and pumping. He says, "I hate it when the gas prices are this low because it takes too long to fucking pump." These are true stories. One time we wrestled in the Pocono Mountains, and our only payoff was we got a room, and we didn't give a shit because they had a nightclub there. You remember this? Bob Bailey set this up. They had a nightclub there, and we got to go party there at night, and we got a room. So that was cool, and at this resort. And it was called the Broadway Cafe. He says, "Hey, look, you want to go to the Broadway Caf tonight?" I don't think that's how you spell it, brother. Anyway, you guys did I mention I'm the veteran here? Laugh a little fucking harder now.
Slap your knees, TJ.
Anyway,
Ready to go.
I kid about Big Poppa Chill being the dumbest man in the history of pro wrestling. He's relinquished. Of course, he's relinquished. How do you say that word?
Relinquished.
Relinquished that title.
Easy for you to say.
To TJ Epic, because he's a dumb motherfucker. I'm serious. This guy, I cannot get away from this piece of shit. I train him weeknights and weekends, right? And then he works for my business weekdays. And this guy's like, "Hey, did you know that the original Woodstock took place at Watkins Glen?" No, it didn't, kid. I says, "Hey, TJ, who did Hulk Hogan beat for his first world title? Some blonde guy, right? Some long-haired blonde guy? No. You fucking dumb piece of shit." I don't have a lot of TJ material besides saying he's a dumb piece of shit, and he's a dumb piece of shit, and he's a dumb piece of shit.
Plenty.
Thank you. But, having said that, I got to finish up with Rob Sweet. Dude, I got nothing to say about you. I got nothing. I suppose I had a fucking roast. How does anybody roast Rob Sweet? He just smiles and he's nice. I could say, I told Mike this earlier in the week, I say he gained weight, but he looks better.
Oh, that was one of my jokes, actually.
I don't give a shit. Oh, here's one thing. I will say this about you and you. Somebody mentioned earlier something about taking steroids. I gotta give you a fucking lesson. This is how they fucking look. I was thinking the same thing. That's how that looks. I will show you. You want to see my fucking promo pic from last year? I'm gonna say. I want to wise shit up because, as I say, aside from my bullet points, I call it in the ring. So I don't have a lot more other than to say, Rob Cook, seriously, he was there the first day I started in pro wrestling. And
I feel for you.
Pro wrestling, yeah, I'm glad you do, but pro wrestling has been my life, okay? It has been, for better or for worse. And I've said this a lot of times in shoot interviews, I have given my life to it. I have an ex-wife who would say I've given my life up for it, and a lot of us can relate to that. It's a kind of an all or nothing business, all right? And to know that I started with Rob Cook does mean a lot to me. He will always be special to me. I would take a bullet for this motherfucker. That's the truth.
And lies.
And I will say it. I swear to God, if somebody breaks in here, and I will tell you why. Because if I walk out here tonight, this short, fat piece of shit, no offense, all offense given, if somebody jumps me, the first fucking dude in this room tonight, and everybody here I consider friends. A lot of you I consider brothers. But the first dude running out there to make sure I don't get hurt is going to be him. I know it for a fact. Having said that, I'm not going to put you over too much because that ain't my style. But I will say this. I do love you. I value so much that it doesn't matter if whatever the fuck I got to be on television and maybe you didn't as much. I don't care. We started together. I'm never going to fucking forget it. I love you very much. Never forget, you are short, fat, and you are really, 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 really bad at this. No, seriously, I've been at this a long time, but I love you like your brother, and I would fucking fight for you, I'd die for you. All right?
Aww.
Get up here.
Yeah!
I've done it twice.
So to not beat a Sean Carr to death.
That's a horse. It's a horse joke.
It's a horse joke.
Famous Mr. A.
Thank you. Mr. Rob Cook!
Unlike the rest of you fucks, I put it on my phone. And I gotta get my glasses on because I can't see.
That's why I didn't
Oh,
use the phone.
And I'm an old fat fuck. Give me a second.
Don't say anything bad about me yet. I gotta.
You're the last guy.
Hold on, let Lo pee and then I'll record. Hold on.
Yeah.
No, we gotta hold on.
The glasses take good help.
Luke is literally holding on.
Don't act like the glasses help. You take them off. Whether on or off, don't help.
Hold on.
I'll throw this in
Record.
in
Let
between
somebody
because
else
he
give
reminded
me
me
your
of a
phone.
joke. You know, Luke, one of the coolest guys. You know what he always says to me?
What?
Like, every time he sees me, he goes, "You know what I love about you, Rob? You may have gained a little weight, but like you still look like a wrestler." Okay, Luke, thanks for calling me
This isn't
fat.
about you.
That's what they call Rob Cook.
Promise I'll give you my phone. I
This
promise.
isn't about you.
Jesus Christ. Just, alright, it's ended.
Let me add
Yo,
one
the
for you
funeral's
my phone.
ended. Let's just
Let me
break.
record Daddy. Okay?
First off, I'm gonna give you some
Christ
cracking.
almighty.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Let me think.
Yo, you ain't offered me none of that yet.
Things about to get sloppy, y'all.
Yo, you ain't offered me none of that yet. And you told me I was gonna get some.
Everybody, you fucking faggot.
Oh, whatever. Alright.
Okay, he's back.
Yeah.
Only gotta go down the way.
You gonna give me a
Shut up,
shot.
TJ.
Pro
Love
wrestling.
you too.
Listen, I'm just saying. Pro wrestling
Pro wrestling!
Pro wrestling.
Yay!
is full of fucking assholes.
Shut up.
Look at this room. It's full of fucking pussies. I'm just saying. Look at all you fucking guys. None
Hey!
of you guys are men.
Look at this!
I'm just saying. You all.
Daddy. Hey!
Alright?
Stop talking about LDC like that.
Shut up.
Daddy. Hey!
Good thing
Daddy.
old horse teeth isn't here.
Sean
Because, because his fucking, this building is not big enough for his ego.
Oh.
And his horse teeth and his fat fucking ass.
Man, you're so dead.
Good for that.
No.
Rob Sweet,
Okay.
what the fuck are you doing here? I'm just saying.
He loves it. Don't let him get along.
Don't ever harass a fucking sexy ref like Chris fucking Levins again. Because who knows if I'm gonna come to protect you again. Alright? He would have fucked you up in a second. I'm just saying. This is all my
Okay,
shit.
go!
Let's see.
You're
This is all
good.
my shit. Rob, I'm gonna start with you. Do you scream at Nicole when she put peas in the fucking tuna casserole? I'm just saying. Do you fucking scream at her when she puts peas in the tuna casserole?
I don't have to scream at her. I just
Nicole, listen, there's a fucking hotline for you.
I'm well aware.
she's called it already.
Rob,
Poor Nicole.
since you stole most of you fucking faggots have stolen my goddamn jokes. So, Rob, do you remember when I pulled down your pants? In a match, I did it like 46 times in a 5-minute match.
It's like from my butt.
Why did you enjoy it so much, you fucking prick?
Can you tell me that? Was there?
Can you tell me that?
You just, it's the way you tickled.
Oh. That's so fucked up. See, I gotta put my glasses on because I can't read my fucking notes without this. Born to wrestle, yeah! I don't have any fucking Born to wrestle. Thank God they look at them. They're both higher than giraffe pussy. This one you like, Chris.
Okay.
You like this one, all right? Mike married to hide the fact that Chris is his fuck doll.
That's true.
Yes, Chris is the man. Yeah, it surprises me too. You know what I'm saying? Mike lives in a fucking pink house. How fucking gay is that? He's a fucking faggot. But he's married. He uses Angelina to hide the fact that he's gay.
It's only because my balls are bigger than his.
Hey, Chris. If you weren't high all the time, maybe that college degree that you got will get you a job in McDonald's. Can you tell me why you ain't got a job? Tell us all why you ain't got a job. Everybody's got a job. Even fucking TJ's got a job.
It ain't working for me. Jesus Christ.
You know how much time is there to play Ross, Rob?
Born to wrestle. More like born to suck dick. For shindy title belts and fucking you fucking belt marks. You guys suck more dick than I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
That's a lot of dicks.
Let's go with this. Are you guys ready for this one? Wrestle Spear. Let's talk about that shit. How many shows you clowns have?
2.
2? Yeah.
Well, we booked 8, but you know.
Born to wrestle. Worst thing I ever did was getting you fucking assholes trained.
Oh,
What the fuck was I thinking?
he needs a phone.
Really? What the fuck was I thinking? Oh, come on, man. That's a better fucking joke than any of you fuckers. Let's talk about UW.
Oh no.
No. No.
These two were the original owners of UW. Anybody know that?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, you knew that.
I know.
I'm still bitter.
How did you two assholes
And they let
lose?
Kibo win?
Listen,
Weird.
shut up! Shut up! How did you two assholes lose UW to a racist motherfucker? Huh?
He was racist.
See what happened?
So you see what happened was go on Facebook and read it. Okay.
You shut the fuck up.
I love you.
Take your motherfucking news, kid. Shut the fuck up.
I'll get to you. Let's talk about how I taught Mike politics.
Hey.
Politics, I didn't want to fucking ever work Mike.
No.
So I would fucking go to shows and I'd read the fucking paper. Rob Cook versus Mike Templar. I'm like, oh fuck. Is there anybody in the crowd that wants to wrestle? Is there anyone that wants to wrestle with us? And I would fucking politic to get somebody thrown into our match. I would tell somebody, listen, he's the piece of shit. Let's get him into our match. Because I could not stand working Mike Templar. All right?
Amen.
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 Let me go back to this.
I'm glad to end this thing, bro.
You know what I enjoy in my life? Punching Chichester in the face. There's something about it that makes me feel good. You know, the first time it was an accident, and he goes, oh, fuck. And now, I do it on purpose. Oh, bang! Oh, sorry, Chai. You know, just because I'm an asshole. That's why I do it. It's because I'm a fucking asshole. Alright? Look at my beautiful wife.
Oh, shit.
She's pissed off tonight.
I'm pissed off I was married to you too.
Shut up. You know why she's pissed off?
No.
Because she didn't get to announce this whole fucking show.
Oh, shit.
I gotta throw her in there.
Fuck you.
Oh, so let's go on to my good friend HC Loke.
Ah, fuck you.
Come on. We're gonna go on to my good friend HC Loke, Bob Bailey's stepson.
Fuck his daughter, bro.
Yeah, why? What's going on?
I didn't know about that.
He fucked the shit out of Bob Bailey's his daughter. So you know what?
Good for him.
There's a good chance that HC Loke is fucking Bob Bailey's son-in-law.
Great.
Matt Knowles and TJ, the COVID twins.
Yeah. He's patient zero.
They were kissing each other and fucking making out all the fucking time. They were fucking in COVID. How the fuck do you get COVID and not get rid of it? Can you tell me that, TJ? You work with him, you kiss him, what do you fucking do?
Hey, it's fucking news. That's what he does.
Yeah, he's got me. TJ, Matt made TJ's ass bleed so hard. He thought he was having his first period. It's still happening. You know, Matt fucked TJ so hard that he thought he was having his first period. It's still happening. Why do you just shut up and just stay with it? You know, before we even end here, I would like to tell you how I became a pro wrestler.
Don't lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
You fucking lie all the time.
I'm not gonna lie.
You lie every fucking day.
HC Loke made me become a pro wrestler. You know, I went to school with him, you know, and everything, and I
He didn't make you become a pro wrestler.
Shut up. So HC Loke made me become a pro wrestler. All right. You know why he made me become a pro wrestler?
Sure.
Don't shake your head.
Shit, here it comes.
I'm pretty much drunk. So HC Loke made me become a pro wrestler because one day they were doing a show in Elmira, New York, and HC Loke, you know, who I thought was my friend and, you know, buddy at the time, he had forgot all about me.
Right.
After I hurt my back and Bob Bailey and all this other bullshit.
There we go.
And he wouldn't hug me.
Right.
You know, because I'm a hugger. HC Loke knows I'm a hugger.
Now.
Oh yes. And he wouldn't hug me, and I'm thinking, we're at the YMCA.
Oh.
Yes.
Done. Field.
Oh, we were at the YMCA.
No,
Don't
we're at Done
fucking
Field.
tell me. God
Don't fucking
damn it.
tell me.
Shut up.
My favorite thing. That's my favorite part.
We're at Done Field.
No, we are not. We're
We're
at
at Done
YMCA.
Field. We're at Done Field.
Okay,
motherfucker.
we're at Done Field. Tell them what it is. Give us this. We'll say Done Field. We're Done Field.
We're at Done Field.
We're gonna say
HC Loke wouldn't hug me.
Yup. We're at Done
And
Field.
I'm like, I'm to myself, I'm like, how are we friends and then he doesn't hug me?
Yup.
Oh, I'm gonna be a pro wrestler just to fucking piss him off.
Way to go.
So we'd be like,
And so
This is all my fault?
yes, it's all your fault, you fucking asshole!
You It is 11 years old.
Hey, to be honest, it's the truth.
It's true.
Everybody, look at HC Loke.
What?
Blame this motherfucker for me. Thank you.
No, that's wrong.
I've never had this much heat in my fucking career.
His parents were having him.
So we're moving on to the main event.
Yep.
Who's the only fucking person left that I haven't insulted?
Oh.
Don't even say
I mean, I've been insulted.
Keith
So-
Zimmer?
I got your back. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Sheila, no. LDC and Keith Zimmer?
I got your back.
Who is
Yeah.
here
drinking? I don't
that I
see it.
had? Or what? You
What?
need to stop drinking.
Who?
She wasn't drinking. She's got a Mountain Dew over there.
Who?
Yeah.
You.
So I was asked to tell about the Big Poppa Chill poop story.
Oh, yeah.
Hey!
Bob Bailey story.
Does anybody else want to hear this story?
Yes. Tell it.
Well, who's got to tell it? You were Chill.
Well,
Better
I'm
than
gonna
Chill.
tell it because I tell it better than Chill.
All right.
So there was a show in Medina, New York.
Wait!
Yeah, baby.
I gotta stop.
Stop that.
I gotta stop.
Exactly, you do.
Hold on, I gotta
So Big
record.
Poppa Chill has a show in Medina, New York. I think he wrestled you.
The Poppa Chill?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever wrestled.
No.
Too many times.
So Big Poppa Chill tears down the ring. Him and Bob Bailey go to fucking Denny's.
No.
Where was it?
We drove right back.
Motherfucker, you
Oh,
liar!
you did not.
He's a big lying son of a bitch.
I am not.
He went to
Yes.
Denny's.
You tell a story, Rob. You don't listen to these fucks.
Yeah,
Tell
he
the story.
goes to Denny's.
It's your story, his story. Go ahead.
He goes to Denny's.
Denny.
He eats a bunch of greasy fucking food. He goes to Bob Bailey's house, goes to the ring. He goes to Bob Bailey. Bob Bailey, can I use your bathroom?
Not me.
Look at him. He's covering his face. He goes, can I use your bathroom? Bob goes, yeah, just don't wake up my mother. His mother is 98 years fucking old.
Bizak. Bizak.
Big Poppa Chill
This story's great.
walks up the stairs. By the time he's walking up the stairs, he's already shitting his pants. It's going down his leg, out his fucking shoe. And Bob Bailey has white carpet. Out his fucking shoe. Shitting out his shoe. Big Poppa Chill, right? Can't fight. He finally.
Big Poppa Chill.
He creeps by the fucking old ladies' room. He gets in the bathroom. Can't find the light switch. So he just pulls down his pants and starts shitting. Listen, everybody listen. I'm gonna say something. Big Poppa Chill, am I telling a lie?
No.
Okay. He pulls down his pants and starts shitting. He doesn't know if he's shitting in the tub, the sink, the toilet, the floor, the wall, fucking everywhere. Big Poppa Chill. He goes, all right, man. So he's shitting in the dark. He finally finds the fucking light switch. Turns the light switch on. He wipes his ass with a shower curtain. There's no toilet paper. There's no toilet paper. Big Poppa Chill wipes his ass with the shower curtain. Rips the shower curtain out, wipes his ass. True story. You see this motherfucker laughing? You see him laughing? True story. Alright? Wipes his ass and Matt's texting Bob Bailey right now.
I am.
Alright? So, you know what he does? He takes off his underwear, stuffs the toilet, the fucking, the shower curtain in the garbage can, and tells Bob Bailey to take him home. Bob Bailey couldn't smell because he had the shit down his leg and shit. Bob Bailey would always smoke cigars.
Yeah.
And he couldn't smell the fucking Big Poppa Chill shit.
To this day, I have not heard a word about it.
Big Poppa Chill Chronicles.
Bob Bailey is just agreed to induct Big Poppa Chill in the USWF Hall of Fame for his, must be because of his fucking shit.
Sitting in your house.
Stupid bathroom.
I was gonna tell the Big Poppa Chill strip club story, but some fucking asshole.
There's plenty. You want another one?
Wait. I got a bunch of Big Poppa Chills.
How about getting lost at the throughway or go Canada? You're going to Canada a couple times.
Story, just
You try driving with these guys. I was with you. I went with you, brother.
That's not do his thing.
Listen, Canada's on here.
Lucas, what do you have?
Canada's on here. Big Poppa Chill fucks Godzilla.
Shut the fuck up, TJ.
Big Poppa Chill fucks Godzilla.
Wait.
Do you guys understand that?
No.
Wait, what?
All right. Big Poppa Chill meets a girl online.
Hold on. I
That's
got
what I didn't talk about. I
Big
didn't.
Poppa
Give
Chill.
me your phone. Give him your phone.
I can't. I need my phone for my
Stephanie.
messages. Shut up.
Shut up. He needs no phone. I gotta record Rob.
I need
Yeah,
my
so
fucking
shut
my
up.
thing. Big Poppa Chill fucks Godzilla. So back in the NWA, and
Chill, you need a tag team partner?
Okay, here it is.
NMW days, Big Poppa Chill had a girl come from Ohio, right? Well, this is when we lived next to each other.
Yeah.
Sit down.
I'm
Sit down.
Spalding.
Sit. No, on brand. On brand.
So Big Poppa Chill comes out. We're getting ready to go. Don Adams picks us up. Yeah, I don't drive. Piece of shit. Big Poppa Chill comes out and he goes, yeah. I met this girl. This girl showed up at my house. I'm like, yeah, really? Yeah, it's fucking great. I'm like, great. This fucking monster. I mean, if all of you guys sitting on these fucking seats all together wouldn't weigh as much as this bitch. She comes out. She comes waddling out. And then Big Poppa Chill goes,
Yeah.
I fucked you in the butt. I fucked you in the butt. See, I can't say that shit because normally I can't say that shit because this girl's not here. But he fucked her in the butt. And the house that we lived in had fucking tiny walls. His fucking bedroom was right next to his mom and dad's. Could you imagine the fucking sound of that? So, fucking Big Poppa Chill, she comes waddling out. She goes, do you mind if she goes to fucking NMW with us? I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know? She fucking gets in the car. It's her, Chill, and Stephanie in the back. My poor
It
wife.
wasn't NMW.
Yes, it was. It was
That was
NMW.
the Millennium.
My wife was squished.
Yeah.
Against the chair. She was like, her face was against the fucking window.
At least you put her leg on Ron.
Shut up. Let me get to the story. And she fucking throws her goddamn ham hock of a fucking leg up there. Boom. Throws it up there. And fucking Don Adams is sweating. He's like, yeah, you're fucking hot. Alright? We end up going to fucking Pizza Hut before the show. And goddamn Don Adams is talking about her thong.
Hold on, Mike.
I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Chill's not even talking about her thong. Alright?
Between Chill and Don Adams, I thought that no one was ever getting any fucking pussy in that whole fucking.
Chill said he's got some ass.
Listen, it gets more evil. Listen, it gets better.
It's like, this is fucking studying.
It gets better. Listen, it gets better, right? Fucking Chill, right? Chill fucking, they go to the show, right? And fucking, this bitch is enormous. And JP Black, I don't know if you know. Jay Pizzle. He looks out the curtain, he goes, who is that fucking enormous woman? And I'm just standing there, I'm like, hey, she's with Chill. And JP turns around, looks at Chill and goes, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yo, is that the chick you rolled down the hill?
No, shut up! That's my next story. Why do you guys keep stealing my stories?
Because you keep telling us all that.
You know?
All these years.
All right. So that's about all that happened with that. Okay. He fucked Godzilla in the butt. So I'm just saying. Then there was this girl, right? He was dating this other girl. She was normal. Normal. She was fucking chill. Yeah. But she was fucking chill, right? And so, Big Poppa Chill, we went to Walmart.
Buddy.
You gotta know where the fucking, where was that club.
Oh, fuck. The Ukrainian club?
Ukrainian club. There was the Ukrainian club, and up here was Walmart. All right? It was like on a hill. And so me, Steph, Big Poppa Chill, and his new girlfriend goes up this fucking hill. Right? Go to Walmart. Big Poppa Chill's got a fucking stomach ache, who's got to get Tums. He's gonna shit his pants. I said, don't eat the fucking meatball sub. You're gonna shit your pants. That's okay. He eats the fucking meatball sub. Right? So, like a gentleman, I grab my wife's hand and I'm making sure my wife doesn't fall off this fucking hill. Right? All of a sudden, down the hill comes Chris's girlfriend. Face first into the fucking creek that's behind the fucking Ukrainian club. Face first, laying there in the fucking thing. Scotty Bender and fucking Randy J. Bird are out back. Shield just goes like this. I got walks right by her. Walks right by her. Face first in the creek. Me and Steph pick her up and help her out, and Chris goes. It's a true fucking story. It's a true fucking story. Oh, let me go back. Let me check to see what else I have. Falling down the hill. Fucking Godzilla. Fucking chill stories. You know. Fucking Godzilla. Let's give me another Big Poppa Chill story. So it was me, Sean Carr, Steph, my daughter Danielle, and Big Poppa Chill was driving this fucking minivan. We're going to Buffalo for a fucking shitty show. I don't remember whose show it was. And fucking Big Poppa Chill. And, you know, Cage would just fucking terrorize Chill. You know, just terrorize him.
Fuck all night.
All night. So he took his bubble gum out of his mouth.
Oh, no.
Fucking
It was me.
And just fucking lassoed Big Poppa Chill's ear.
Yep.
With his bubble gum. Chill fucking right on the fucking highway.
Yep.
Just stops 120 miles an hour.
Sure did.
Fucking Chill's like, turns around, looks at me, and it's not even me. He looks at me, motherfucker. He just looks staring at me like I have something to do with this. And because he knows he can fuck me up, he stares at me. And I'm like, Chill, what are you doing? And there's like fucking copper in the leaves. You know, and he's like, I'm not starting this fucking car again until you fucking apologize.
I was driving!
No, Chill was driving when he hustled Chill's ear with a fucking bubble.
Oh, okay. You was, yeah.
He fucking circled him in his ear, and he's like, oh, they're gonna fucking goddamn it, fucking shit! Right? So, he fucking, Chill doesn't start the car for like 20 minutes. We're like 10 minutes late for the show.
Yeah.
We're 10 minutes late for the show because Chill wouldn't start the fucking car. 3 minutes away from the fucking venue. He wouldn't start the car until Chuck apologized.
And you got it.
No, he didn't.
No,
We're talking about Chuck.
yeah.
So I fucking stomped on the gas.
Boom by the cops. Big Poppa Chill is a special guy. I love him to death.
We're going up 81.
This isn't about.
Home about 81. And they hollered at Chill because he.
Gotta save stuff for the roast at Chill. When we
We're.
Oh my God! This is that story right now.
We're gonna roast Big Poppa Chill.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, there was a time that we were coming back from way down in PA.
Oh, wait.
Way down in PA.
Way down.
Canada story?
I can do the Canada story.
2-3 times through Canada.
Let's do the Canada story. Let's do the fucking Canada story. So, it was me, Chuck, and Chill in Canada. I was already pissed off because I had to do a 3-minute job to fucking ride.
You gotta be drunk.
So, Pariah.
Oh,
So, Big Poppa Chill's driving back from Canada.
Between 4
And we get into the fucking the rest stop. You know,
We drill.
Chill's like got him. He's white knuckled on the fucking steering wheel. He's fucking shaking. He's a piece of shit. Shill's fucking shaking and fucking. He's a fucking shaking and he's fucking white knuckled. And the guy goes, "Where are you coming from?" Ontario. Listen, motherfuckers, the whole place is Ontario. I don't even know where we were. He doesn't even know where we fucking were. We wrestled. And Chill goes, "Yeah." So we end up getting through, and he's like, Chuck's yelling in the back, "Motherfucker! You're going the wrong way!" We're in the fucking truck lane.
Nothing to do.
And he's in a minivan. And he goes, "We're going the fucking wrong way!" And Chill's like just driving, white knuckled, doesn't know where the fuck we're going. So we end up going down the edge of fucking Pennsylvania, New York. Wrong way in New York. We end up in Erie, Pennsylvania. Damn! So Big Poppa Chill decides, hey, this is before GPS. He drives back all the way up to Buffalo.
This is Matt. What the fuck? MapQuest.
This is MapQuest. Drives all the way back to fucking Buffalo.
What the fuck?
Down to Rochester, and he goes, "I'm tired." So we decide, okay, we're all tired, we're gonna stop and go to sleep. Just remember, we got a fucking show in Pennsylvania next night. So
He calls me on the phone.
I got headphones in, and Cage is sitting in the back, and
Cage is screaming, mind you.
no,
He calls me, "Yes, Tom."
Shut up!
Yes,
fucking
huh.
tell the story.
I like yes, huh?
When we were fucking, I had headphones in. Big Poppa Chill. Scratch it off and scratch off.
I remember this.
He goes, "I want to make sure I won." This is 3 in the morning. 3 in the fucking morning in a fucking rest stop in Rochester. And he's scratching. He's the one that said, "We need to stop because I'm fucking tired."
And he's scratching a scratcher.
He's scratching a scratcher. And Big Pop, and Cage goes, "Okay, go the fuck home. We're driving home."
Because he's waking up to scratch the scratcher, so Cage says he's waking up to try.
So screw the show with PA.
Yep.
Well, we're already done with the show.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, fuck that show.
Listen, we're wrapping this shit up. I can shit talk everyone for the next hour.
Keep going.
That's what we're here for.
Get me,
Lucas, give me my
The
phone.
man of the decade! Rob Hook!
Anybody got anything to say? I do.
No, you don't. Sit down.
We love
you and hate you. We love you.
And thank you all
Does
for coming.
Lucas have anything to say?
No.